Welcome to the Part D Coverage Stages edition of Medicare in Minutes, a micro-learning series brought to you by Action Benefits. Medicare Part D is confusing to most, as individuals will experience price changes while working through the various stages of Part D coverage. The first stage is the annual deductible, which always starts on January 1st. During this stage, beneficiaries are responsible for the full cost of the prescriptions. Once their spending accumulates to satisfy their deductible, they will move to the second coverage stage. If a Part D plan does not have a deductible, beneficiaries begin the year in the second phase of coverage, the initial coverage stage. This phase applies cost sharing to the individual's prescription purchases. During initial coverage stage, the Part D insurer has some responsibility to offset the cost of prescriptions, meaning the plan will pay a portion of the cost and the beneficiary will be responsible for either a fixed dollar copay or percentage coinsurance. The beneficiary's financial obligation will depend on the drug tier's classification within their Part D plan's drug list or formulary. The initial coverage stage ends when total expenditures, those of both the carrier and the individual, add up to the initial coverage limit set by Medicare. This limit is revisited annually, so check Medicare.gov for the most up-to-date figure. To be clear, premiums do not count towards this limit. If a beneficiary has a deductible to satisfy within Stage 1, this amount does not apply towards the individual coverage stage. The final phase of the Part D prescription drug coverage is the catastrophic stage. The third and final stage of Part D prescription drug coverage is the catastrophic phase. Starting in 2024, beneficiaries will no longer be responsible for the 5% coinsurance that was once required of them in this phase, leaving beneficiaries to pay nothing for their drugs in this phase. This essentially makes the catastrophic phase a cap on drug costs. Part D plans, however, will be picking up for that 5%, bringing their total cost to 20% in this phase instead of the 15% that they once covered. In 2025, spending for beneficiaries will change again. The coverage gap will be eliminated completely, and beneficiaries will go right from the initial phase into the catastrophic phase. This phase changes too. It will now have a $2,000 spending cap. This cap will change every year, so it is important to check Medicare.gov for the most up-to-date figures. But, basically, starting in 2025, beneficiaries will only have to pay approximately $2,000 for their Part D drug costs in the initial coverage phase. Then Medicare, the manufacturer, and their Part D plan covers the rest in the final phase. While shopping for Medicare can be a nerve-wracking experience, you can take steps to prevent some stress associated with affordability when working with a knowledgeable agent. Questions regarding this and all other Medicare topics can be directed to your agent. Thank you for watching.